Oh. Hey. Sorry, I was just jamming out there for a second. But since I got you, let me tell you the story of Silly Builders. My name's Matt Privet, and I'm a 29-year-old first-time homeowner. My wife and I just bought this house a few short months ago, and while we wouldn't necessarily call it a fixer-upper, it was built in '92 and definitely has some quirks to it. This is not part of it. So my thirst for home renovation kind of started by chance. When we closed on this house, COVID-19 was just really hitting the US. Businesses were shutting down, people were freaking out, and thus began the toilet paper shortage of 2020. So, I did what every other logical person did when they heard the toilet paper was flying off the shelves. I went to the grocery store to get some for myself. After a few failed attempts, I finally decided to pull the trigger on a bidet. That's right. That's right. My thirst for home renovation started after installing a butt washer.
Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard he scammer, had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, it's not a purse, it's a merge. 6 figures, what's a goal? Now it's 9 or a...
After that, it was other small things around the house. I was installing door sweeps and weather stripping. And I was hanging small fixtures around the house. I guess you could say I was hooked. Get it? Hooked. Sorry. Now I'm on to a much bigger project around the house. Part of the selling point in this place for me was the separate garage. I'm a drummer in a professional private event band, and we're constantly learning new songs, so I have to stay on my toes. Practicing is really important to me. You might be picking up what I'm putting down here, but in case you're not, drums are freaking loud. So my plan is to graduate from small home repairs around the house, take this old garage that I have outside, soundproof it, and turn it into my own studio space. Now that's a project that I'm realizing more and more every day is one hell of an undertaking. In the project, we're gonna be insulating, soundproofing, drywalling. We've got flooring to do, interior and exterior framing. We're doing lighting and so much more. In comes the idea for Silly Builders. Much like you might be doing right now, I've spent countless hours on YouTube trying to learn as much as I can about certain things that I wanted to fix around the house. A lot of those videos are made by professional contractors. Now don't get me wrong, the best way to learn something is by watching a professional. Seriously, it is. My issue is that they kind of breeze through the process and they don't really show you the problems that could arise if they were attempted by an amateur like me. So, I've partnered with my best friend Luke and my other best friend Pat to document the journey of renovating my garage and turning it into a studio space and try to make each other laugh along the way. So stick around while we show you our experience.
I'm okay.
And let us know what kind of projects you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and welcome to Silly Builders.